meeting and join again. Getting now? Hello?
Yes, sir, we are getting a screen.
Is the cursor moving?
No, it's choose what to shade and okay, it's gone, sir.
Now?
Okay, okay, sir. Now it's coming.
The cursor is moving?
Yes,
Okay,
now it's clear.
fine. So let's come back here. Now we'll have to see how to do this calculations. Ready? Now we have to do this calculations. Okay. So, wow, what happened here? You suddenly stylus is now creating problem. Why? Oh shit. Why the cursor has gone wrong? I think I'll have to close this and open again. Give it a minute. Hmm. Yeah, this is okay. Fixed. Now let's concentrate on this part here. Ready? So, okay, green color. So now I'll just write it a bit smaller, okay? Mm, okay. So what I'll do now, I'll multiply this C and B. I'll multiply C and B. Now how to do the multiplication for C and B? How to do the multiplication for C and B? We have to go write this, and for B we have to multiply like this downwards. So minus 1 into 1, 0 into 0, this 0 into this 0. Okay, and all this we have to add, isn't it? So minus 1 into minus 1 is minus 1, and the remaining are all zeros. So here what do we get? Here we get minus 1. Then the next one. So once again we have to take the first row of the first matrix, second column of the second matrix. So minus 1 into 0 is 0, 0 into 1 is 0, 0 into 0 is 0. So here we get 0. Once again, first row of the first matrix, third column of the second matrix. So minus 1 into 10. Minus 1 into 10 is minus 10, and remaining two are zeros. So the result is minus 10. Are you following this matrix multiplication? Any doubts here?
No, sir.
Okay, then now we have to take up the second row of the first matrix, first column of the second matrix. So 0 into 1, 0, 1 into 0, 0, 0, 0. So the result is 0 here. Then again, second row, second column. So 0 into 0, 1 into 1, 0 into 0. So the result is 1. Result is 1. Okay. And then continue the same. Second row, third column. Second row, third column. Okay. What do we get? So 0 into 10, 0. 1 into 15 is 15. And 0 into 1 is 0. So 15 we will get here 15. And what about the last one? The last row with first column 0 0 0. So here we get 0, and here also we will get 0. So null matrix is always 0. I told you, even after multiplication, null matrix we will always get it as 0. Fine. And scale, both of them are 1, so answer also we will get 1. Okay, so this matrix is the result of C into B. This matrix is the result of C into B. Let me write in this color because we are using this color for explanation. So C into B matrix, this is what we got. Okay, now let's do the other matrix. Fine. So which matrix we will do next? We'll multiply A and P. So we will multiply A and P. So matrix A into P. Okay, so let's do this. Fine. So once again, we'll have to again start the same way. Fine. So we have to take this way and multiply this way. Okay. And we will not get a 3 by 3 matrix. We will actually get a column matrix here. Okay. So C60, what is C60? What is C60? C60 is nothing but cos of 60. Cos of 60, what do we get? 0.5. Okay. And what is S60? S60 is nothing but sine 60. Sine 60 we get 0.866, isn't it? So these values we have to substitute here and we'll have to solve it. So C60 means 0.5. Now S60 is 0.866. Here it is minus S60, so minus 0.866, and here 0.5. Okay, so because the space here is less and we have to solve within this part, so hence I'm writing there itself. So you can extend it to one more step. You can extend it to one more step. Fine. So now 0.5 into 10. 0.5 into 10. 0.5 into 10, and then minus 0.866 into, let me take this, 0.6866 into 0.666 into 20. Okay, and finally 0 into 1. So plus 0 into 1. Okay, and then next we have to take 0.866 into 10 and plus 0.5 into 20, and then plus 0 into 1. Correct. And then of course this is 0 into 10 plus 0 into 20 plus 1 into 1. Okay, so what will be the result of this? What will be the result of this? So this matrix will remain the same: minus 1 0 0 0 1 0, minus 10 15 and 1. Okay, this matrix will remain the same. Next we have to actually combine this into a column matrix. Okay, okay, so now take it, now multiply these, all these things. What do we get? Multiply all those, what do we get? Take a calculator. 0.5 into 10 minus 0.866 into 20 plus 0. Result is minus 12.32. Result is minus 12.32. Distance between these two. So minus 12 point, what is the result? Minus 12.32. Okay, and the next one, calculate it. Calculate it, what do we get? 0.866 into 10 plus 0.5 into 20, and the last value is 0 again. So 18.66. So 18.66. Okay, and the last one will of course be 1. Okay, now if you multiply these two matrices, you will directly get the final point. You will directly get the final point. Now let's do this. Okay, I'll directly use the calculator to do it. So minus 1 we have to multiply with -1 we have to multiply with minus 12.32. Okay, 1 minute. We have to be careful here. Okay, 1 into minus into minus, again it is plus anyway. So 1 into 12.32 I will take. And the second one is 0, so leave it. Third is minus 10. 2.32. So 2.32. Fine. And then what do we have? This one, 0 into this 0. This will be 18.66. So 18.66 and plus 15. That will be 33.66. 33.66. 33.66. Fine. And final value is again 1. Fine. Final value is again 1. So we got the same result as before or different result? Did we get the same result? Is it the same as before? Go back. This is the problem we solved. You can see this is the final answer, right? This is the final answer. So is it the same as we got this time? Did we get the same result this
Yes, sir.
time? Isn't it same?
Yes. Yes.
So we're getting the same.
The matrix.
One extra term we are getting here. One extra term we are getting here, but not to worry. That final term is just to adjust the 3 by 3 matrix. Okay. So this part you can just ignore it. You can just ignore it. Okay. That part is to be ignored. The result is same, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is one way to solve. This is one way to solve. The other method, of course, is to solve by using the composite matrix. The other method is to solve using the composite matrix. Fine. So how to get the composite matrix? How to get this composite matrix? You have to multiply C with B. First, you have to multiply C with B, and then the result of this you will have to multiply with A. Fine. And the single matrix that you get, which is the result of all these three, that will be called as the composite transformation matrix. Composite transformation matrix. Okay, and this composite transformation matrix, transformation matrix, when you multiply with any point, so this point that we have here, instead of this coordinates, we can put any coordinates. Instead of this, and that those coordinates, when you multiply with this single transformation matrix, that is composite transformation matrix, you will directly get the result of all the transformations. Okay, so that's what is here. Right. Next, we'll have to discuss the three-dimensional transformation matrices. And while teaching about all this, I had told that at some point we'll have to return. At some point we'll have to return to this thing, the previous. Okay. The previous matrices. Where did we do it? Yeah. I had told that we will return to the same pages, and we'll have to find out how these same matrices will look in 3 dimensions. Okay. So let us see how this transformation takes place for 3D. Shall we? Ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, this one. So now we'll take up 3D transformations. Okay. So how the 3D transformation will take place? Instead of just x and y, we will also have z axis. We will have to also have z axis. Okay. So x2, y2, z2, x2, y2, z2 will be equal to x1, y1, z1, and to this we have to add the transformation a, b, c. So this is how it happens normally. Fine. So normally this has to be taken as matrix multiplication. This is to be taken as matrix multiplication. Okay, matrix multiplication. But if we want to write this in homogeneous format, how that will happen? Homogeneous format, how that will happen? So x2, y2, z2, and we will have to take one more coordinate. Fine. So why we are taking that one more, one extra? Why we are taking it? Hmm? We are taking it to make it consistent with 4 by 4 matrix. We are taking it to make it consistent with the 4 by 4 matrix. Okay. So this is how the matrix will be. So I told you the null matrix will always remain 0. Scaling matrix, we are not doing any scaling, so it will remain 1. And we are not doing any rotation, mirror or anything. So this will remain as identity matrix. This will remain as identity matrix. And this is where the transformation is written. So this is where we will get A, B, and C. So these matrices, we will have to multiply them. Multiply them with what? With what we have to multiply them? X1, Y1, Z1, and finally 1. Okay. So this is the initial point. This is initial point. This is where initially the point is located. And this is the final coordinates. Final coordinates. After doing the transformation, we will get the final coordinates. Fine. So this is how the relation will be there in 3D transformation. Okay. So same way here for 2D transformation, what did we do for homogeneous? How did it come out? X2, Y2, X2, Y2, 1, and that came as 1, 1, 0, 0 identity null matrix, and AB here in transformation scaling 1. So this we had to multiply with x1, y1, and 1. Okay. So this was the homogeneous method. This is how the homogeneous format was there for 2D, and this is how it is there for 3D. Okay. Simple. Is it simple? Now coming to the rotation. Now when you come to rotation, it is not that simple. Fine. So because we have 3 axes, we have 3 axes. So x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Fine. So each of the matrices we have to write. Each of the matrices you will have to write. Fine. So first let me write rotation about z-axis. Rotation about z-axis by an angle theta. Rotation about z-axis by an angle theta. Fine. So when you are doing rotation about z-axis, let me first write the normal equation. When you are doing the rotation about z-axis, the third column and third row will remain like this. Fine. Third column and third row will remain like this, and this part will directly come over here. Okay, this part will directly come over here. So c theta minus s theta, s theta, c theta. Okay, so this is the matrix for rotation about z-axis. So this is the axis about which we are rotating. Okay, and positive angle. What is the positive angle? Positive is given by the thumb rule. Positive direction of rotation is given by the thumb rule. What is thumb rule? What is thumb rule? Thumb rule or right hand clasp rule. Right hand rule. You must have come across this in Triply, isn't it? In electrical subject, you must have come across it. If our thumb, if our thumb is pointing in this direction, then our fingers, the direction of rotation of our fingers, fine. The direction of rotation of our fingers, this will give us the positive, this one. Okay. So this here is the positive z axis. Positive z axis. Our thumb should be pointed in the positive x axis direction. Then our fingers, the rotation in which our fingers are rotating, that will give us uh, the positive angle. Fine. So when the angle is positive, this is the direction in which we have to rotate the point. But if you want to rotate in opposite direction, if you want to rotate it in opposite direction, this is the direction you want, then that angle we have to take it as negative. That angle we have to take it as negative. Okay. Is this clear? Is this clear? Any doubts here? Come on, any doubts here?
No.
So next thing we have to do is we have to take up z-axis. Z-axis we have already taken, right? So next, let us take up x-axis, rotation about x-axis. Fine. So when we are taking rotation about x-axis, once again we are allowed to take our right hand thumb. We'll have to take our right hand thumb, and our fingers will be like this, right? This is how our fingers will be, correct? This is our right hand. Is this right hand? This is our thumb, and these are the remaining fingers, and this is the positive rotation. Are you getting it? This is the positive rotation. So now let me write the equation rotation about x-axis by some other angle. Let us take phi in this case. Okay, let's take phi in this case. Okay. Okay. So now let us write again the equation. So now because it's rotation about x, so what we have to do is first row and first column. First row and first column we have to write like this. The intersection point will be 1 and all other values will be 0. Okay, all other values will be 0. And once again, this point here will come here. Fine. So what we'll get here? We'll get C phi minus S phi. Why we are taking phi? Yes, why we are taking phi? So it will come here. Fine. Why we are taking phi, ma? In the previous case, the angle was z. Angle was theta, so we took theta. Here, the angle rotated is phi, so we are taking phi here. Okay. So we can write it as theta, phi, psi, or any other Greek letter. Okay, any other Greek letter. So lastly, we'll have to see the rotation matrix. We'll have to see the rotation matrix. About which axis? About which axis? Which axis?
Y-axis.
Y-axis. So once again, we'll have to take our thumb and see what is the direction in which our fingers are rotating. Okay, so these are our fingers. Okay, is this our right hand or left hand? Is it right hand or left hand? Let me draw it a little more clearly.
Right hands.
So just keep your hand like this. My drawing is not that good. I'm trying to draw as far as possible. Okay, so this is our right hand, right? So this is our thumb. This is our thumb, and this is the direction. So this direction is the positive angle. This direction is a positive angle. In this case, let us take another notation, and I'm just taking a different Greek letter. So this is like ABCD of some other language. Don't get confused, or don't get threatened by that. Okay. So now we'll write this as ROT, about which axis? About y-axis, and the angle we are taking it as psi. Okay. So once again, let me write the rotation matrix. Let me write the rotation matrix. Okay. So how the rotation matrix will be? Y means the second column and second row. They will be zeros, and their intersection point will be 1. Intersection point will be 1. Okay. But now comes the difference. Fine. So now this is cos psi, cos psi. Okay. But the negative sign, it gets opposite. So minus yes psi and yes psi. You have to remember this properly. Okay. So here, in both these cases, okay, let me take this. In both these cases, uh, top right sign value is negative. Top right sign value is negative in both these cases. Whereas here, bottom left value is negative. Bottom left value is negative. Okay. So you have to remember all these formulae, and you should not get confused between x, y, and z. Fine. X, y, and z. Please don't get confused. Is this clear? Any doubts here? Any doubts here?
No, sir. Continue.
So once again, we'll have to take up homogeneous transformation. Homogeneous transformation. Okay. So the same equations we have to write in homogeneous transformation. Fine. So rot x, y, or z, whatever it is, rotation matrix will come here. Fine. And then the null matrix will always be 0, as I told. Scale matrix will come here, and transformation will come here. Transformation will come over here. So this is how we will write. So for two-dimensional type formulae, the rotation matrix will be 2 by 2. Null matrix will be 0, 0 by 2. Okay, this will be 1 by 1 matrix. This here will be 2 by 1. Okay, actually this is 1 is to 2. Okay, 1 is to 2. This is 2 is to 1. Right. Uh, and for three dimensions, rotation matrix will be 3 by 3 matrix. Rotation matrix will be 3 by 3 matrix. Transform matrix will be 3 by 1 matrix. Null matrix will be 1 by 3 matrix. Scale matrix, as usual, it will be 1 by 1. Okay. So this is what is the difference between 2D. This is what is the difference between 2D and 3D. Okay. This is what is the difference between 2D and 3D. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Then next, you have to do the scale. Scale is simple. There's not much difficulty. Fine. So instead of getting just 2 by 2 matrix, we'll have to take 3 by 3 matrix, and find it. Okay. So yes x, yes y, yes z, and remaining all values will be 0. Okay. First, you can multiply that with the point coordinates. Multiply that with the coordinates. So x1, y1, z1. So this will be equal. Sorry, z1. So these, when you multiply, you will get the final coordinates. So this is for 3D. Fine. And the same again, when you want to write it in homogeneous format, you have to again write it as a 4 by 4 matrix, homogeneous matrix. When you want to write homogeneous matrix, when you want to write homogeneous, when you want to write, you have to write it as 4 by 4 matrix. Fine. So let me write the full matrix. In this case, I have some extra space, so I'm writing it full. In for rotation, space was not there on the page, so I just left it that way. Okay, so this is the non-uniform scaling. We are not doing any translation, so translation has to be 0. Null matrix will always be 0. Uniform scaling we are not doing, so that will be 1. Okay, so this is how 4 by 4 matrix we will get in homogeneous format. So this is homogeneous matrix format for 3 dimensions. Same way, homogeneous transformation for 2 dimensions also we will get. For 2 dimensions, how it will be? Sx, Sy, this will come here. No translation, null matrix, uniform scaling. So this will be the matrix for, this will be the homogeneous matrix for 2 dimension. Homogeneous matrix for 2 homogeneous transformation matrix for 2 dimensions. This is homogeneous transformation matrix for 3 dimensions. See, yeah. So in 2 by 2, in 2D, we are getting 3 by 3 matrix. For 3D, we are getting 4 by 4 matrix. Okay, so keep these things carefully in your mind, and hope that will solve the problem for you. Then coming to mirror, once again, now when I say mirror, it's not going to be about an axis, it has to be about a plane. It has to be about a plane, isn't it? So x, y, z. X, y, z. So we just have last 5 minutes. Let me finish this fast. Okay. So this plane here is called as YZ plane. YZ plane. Fine. This plane here, what is this called? XY plane. Okay. And this plane here, this is XZ plane. Okay. XZ plane. So if you are mirroring about XY, XZ, or the other one, that's where the mirror formula will be different. So MIR about XY plane. MIR about XY plane. So when you are doing mirror about XY plane, when you are doing mirror, only the Z value will change its sign. Only the Z value will change its sign, isn't it? Only the Z value will change its sign. Fine. So, okay. So this has to be 1, 1, 1, remaining all are zeros. And when you are mirroring about XY, Z value will change its sign. So Z has to be negative. When you are mirroring about YZ, when you are mirroring about YZ, about this one, then X will change its sign. X will change its sign. So the matrix, how the matrix has to be? So again 1, 1, 1, all the remaining are 0. And yeah, what will remain what will change the sign? YZ. So X will remain, X will change the sign. So X will become negative. And finally, when you want to mirror about what is the remaining, YZ is over. So YZ is over, XY is over, XZ. When you want to do about XZ, once again we'll have to write identity matrix, and Y coordinate will change its sign. Y coordinate will change its sign. Okay, so these are the mirror equations in normal form. These are the mirror equations in normal form. If you want to write the same equations in homogeneous form, we'll have to add extra columns, extra column and extra row to this. We have to add. Fine. So this is what it appears in homogeneous. Fine. So this is translate. This is for translate or move. This is always null matrix. This is again the scale, uniform scale. Fine. So the same you have to do for all of them. Fine. So we have to do for all of them. So here 0, 0, 0, 1, null matrix 0, 0, 0. So these are the 4 by 4 matrices in homogeneous form. These are the homogeneous forms. These are the homogeneous forms. Is it clear? Any doubts here? Any doubts here?
No, sir.
Okay. So the time is over. Only 2 minutes are left. If you have any doubt, you can ask it. Once again, I will share this whatever we practiced. I will share a pic of that on your WhatsApp. And also this video is getting recorded. One of your friends has volunteered to upload it on YouTube. Represent here.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am. So are the other videos uploaded?
Not yet, sir.
Okay. So when they are done, please let me know. I will make a playlist of all those videos, and once the playlist is ready, I will share it in the WhatsApp group so that everyone can have access to it. Okay. Any
Okay,
other
sir.
doubts?
No.
Okay. So stop the recording. Let me stop it.